6,505 pounds, a really nice super slide bunkhouse with bath entry Starcraft Ultralite coming in here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. One owner, very well kept. I'm going to show you a couple little very minor blips as we go through so that you know I'm not just blowing smoke at you. But if you're looking for an RV that really isn't, not inheriting someone else's misuse, this is it. The only reason this is here, they just decided they weren't needing the bunks. They just wanted to go with something with a little more open living space. So this is a Starcraft, which is like a cousin to a Jayco. It's really darn close. This camper, if I had to describe it, it would be like if a Jay Feather and a White Hawk had a baby. It's like a feather and a half. It has features of both. So here in the Super Slide, that is a trifold sleeper sofa. We'll get a better angle at that the other direction. But this thing has just breeze windows and viewing windows all the way around that slide if you take a look. I thought that was just really sharp there. Awesome airflow, awesome visibility. That dinette can fold down into a big sleeper, and I like those little accent lights at the base. I think that that would make a great kind of nighttime, almost night light or traffic light for the kiddos. The dinette will fold down to a, I think I just said 7-foot sleeper. It's hot, it's the end of the day. I'm cooked, basically. We have central air in here, and in case you're curious, it can be kind of confusing. There are two versions of this camper. There's the Starcraft Launch Outfitter, which is the basic one, and then there's the Ultralite with the extra widgets and whiz-bangs, which is what we're looking at right here, such as a stainless inset sink with that nice cover, sealed edge countertops throughout. And then take a look at this cool little thing. I looked at this, and I was like, huh. And then I got something a little bit too close to it, and I realized it's a magnetic key holder. And I was like, wait a minute, that is so cool. And it's dumb that I get so excited about that, but just the simplest little things, I get so burnt out seeing the same things in the RV industry every single day. I thought it was nice. Now, again, so that you know I'm not just only positive here, I'm trying to find defects where I can. I'm just having trouble really finding any. The stovetop cover is here. The hinges are gone. Evidently one jiggled loose in transit and they had never replaced it. So what they did is in transit they would put the stovetop cover like underneath the dinette in the storage area. But again guys, this is like the worst stuff that I'm able to come up with right now. The other kind of elephant in the room is the bunk mattresses were removed. They had put something else in here that evidently they had a alternative use for. So what we're looking at is just the raw bunk itself. But the good news is that these are rated for 600 pounds. Now the easy solution here is just like go to any kind of foam factory, get a foam topper pad and cut the corner off so that you can get something to fit, and throw a sleeping bag on top of it. I love the open air ladder wall right here, and obviously this makes it easier to see the storage below those bunks. Now in case you're curious why you're seeing daylight, it's because this is accessible from either inside, as we're seeing right now, or from outside the RV, and I just obviously have that baggage door open currently. Little nice touches too. There are household outlets and lights for each, the top and bottom bunk. They're there individually. We will crack all of this storage over here open in just a second, but I want to give you kind of a view of everything before we get there. And then we'll jump up into that bathroom space. This actually has a feature in it that a lot of people love in, say, our J-Flights, because this is basically the same floor plan as like a J-Flight 287 SLX, but in a jazzy ultralight version. We've got a porcelain foot flush stool and a massive shower. That's a shower. If you got to get in there and clean a dog to hose off your kid, you could do that here. That's a big shower. I like the skylight above for the extra light in there. And the door, you can have a direct entry door here into the bathroom, but it does have a deadbolt. So if you're sitting on the stool, you can lock that door and make sure no one's going to come in and peek at you doing your business. Nobody in their right mind wants to see that anyway. Spinning around like a record baby right round. Taking a look over here. I said we would take a look at that hide-a-bed sleeper sofa, so why not do that now? And you might notice there's a sliding privacy door for the bedroom. So if you do have somebody either on the bunks or back here on the hide-a-bed sofa, you can really close everything off and have separated sleeping zones. And I think that's something a lot of people prefer. Remember, you do have a breeze window there on the side of the sofa. Like our Jaycos down at Haylett RV, This shares the AC ducting system where you can turn and close these all individually. I already mentioned how we have that stovetop cover there. And by the way, this is an 8 cubic foot fridge freezer over here next to your pantry, and either closet or convertible pantry. So let's use our X-ray vision, crack that open. That's a removable shelf inside of that hanging closet pantry on the right-hand side. The left one's always going to be a pantry. Swinging our way over, we've got ourselves a couple plywood full extension drawers below the stainless sink inset into that sealed edge counter. This is all pocket screwed cabinetry, by the way, with hardwood cabinet door frames. And you might notice as we look at what I'm going to call the Pantrytainment Center, which, if you're a regular viewer, you know is RV Nerdism number 37. It might have actually been one of the original Nerdisms. The TV can also spin around to face the bedroom, which is cool. On the way through, we're going to pass our DVD entertainment system with a nice set of USB plugs right there for a handy little charger. Breeze windows on either side of the bed, and that right there is a double pillow top queen bed. That is some serious aftermarket comfort upgrades. And then, like I said, if you are sitting there and you want to flip that TV around at the end of the night, it can spin around. So one screen can actually kind of serve two purposes in here. It's a handy feature. Some people like it. Some people never use it. The good news is it's there if you want it, and it's there if you don't care. Good sized passer on this, but I like that it has big doors on both sides, and you can see they both have those slam latches for easy access. Battery disconnect right where you can reach it is something I always appreciate too, and there is a simple side mount solar prep plug right there. So if you are going to do some off-grid camping, or if you just want some battery tending, those can basically act like a little trickle charge for your battery system. Now that 3/4 nose cap that we're seeing right here, that is an aspect of that Lauch Ultralite upgrade package versus the Lauch Outfitter, more basic package. And I tell you, man, this thing, it's got some good eye appeal. We're backlit from the sun right now. I mean, you see this thing in direct sunlight, it looks fantastic. Power tongue jack on the front and 30-pound propane tanks, keeping us on the campsite about 50% longer. You see the original battery box here. There is no battery in that. Evidently, previous owners had some need for that. Good news, right down the street at Haylett RV, we can get a battery put on one of those, no sweat. The baggage doors are also, they have sealed hinges to help keep the water and everything out of there. Now this says, there's a sticker on it that says Climate Package. What that means, this has an enclosed heated underbelly, something that'll give it some good extended season use. It doesn't mean like 4 seasons functionality, like say a North Point fifth wheel or something like that. But spring, summer, fall, if it's going to dip below freezing overnight, you're going to be just fine here. It's going to do a good job. The tires look fantastic. It's been stored out of the sun, obviously, and aluminum wheels looking good. Next to our little water cable docking station right here, we have storage below that bunk. We saw it from the inside earlier, but just to kind of give you another peek at it, like I said, there's 2 ways to get into this one. As we back up here, you'll see a ladder to the roof. We're going to clamber up that in just a minute to take a look at all the seals and everything up there. They are in good shape, but hey, I don't expect you just to take my word for it. We are backup camera ready here. You might have noticed how all the windows are tinted as well. That's going to help keep the sunshine out. Keeps the RV cooler, keeps the nosy neighbors out, helps prevent your furniture from sun fading as well. Power awning with lighting. You see the dual entry doors right here, and once again, that is a direct to the bathroom entry door that you can just leave dead bolted if you don't want people to go, barging in on you. And there was no surprise for me. This looks fantastic. Everything is still a stark polar white, just like it was from the factory. Kept clean, kept stored, kept protected from the sun. And the stark white color contrast on here is going to help keep the sunshine from baking you to death from the hair down. Of course, if I had hair, that'd be more of a problem, but it still gets hot. You get what I mean. Anyway, I think you get the idea here, guys. So whatever you need, hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. We do it all at Haylett RV and Haylett RV Brokers right here. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.